Hello and welcome. We appreciate you for deciding to ignore your important tasks in order to listen to our pointless banter for the next 30 to 40 minutes. For
If it lasts that long.
Yeah. might be longer, might be shorter. For some reason, you are letting our sound boxes make sweet, sweet love to your listening holes, and for that, we thank you. The following groundbreaking discussions and mind-boggling conversations are all part of something we like to call the WippySkyKickPodcast. WSKPC for short. Our gross, semi-laughable, totally uninteresting, and very opinionated basketball and frankly, WippySkyKick update and not at all problematic podcast will commence shortly. But first, we'd like to inform you that this awfully pleasant audio service is brought to you by your least favorite WippySkyKick members. The first gaming wang face is William or Fire Rider, the burning monarch of Skykicking. Very hard to pronounce. It's a made-up world that was spawned from the minds of 4 horny teenagers. Awesome. He's also known for...
So should we say 3?
What?
Nick didn't really come up with it, so shouldn't it be 3 horny teenagers?
Well, he's come up with different bits of stuff. Anyway, he's also known for liking the Grizzlies and having a comb-over. Second on our not-so-impressive list of hosts is Nick or Magnus Trent. This once hoodie-wearing, weed-addicted, no-mouth space captain is responsible for hating on the entire league except for the Bulls. And last but not least is I, Bob, or Dylan, the human-turned-dwarf who was then turned into a lemonade dwarf. I am a funny yet sexy man with a creepy encyclopedic knowledge of every NBA thing ever and a dog that won't stop swazzing. So now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the constant stream of gooey, gummy, or smutty nonsense pudding dripping into your ear canals. Have fun, and by the way, Nick isn't actually addicted to weed.
What's up? This is the WippySkyKick Podcast, and we're about to talk about things that involve basketball or our channel. Woo!
So guys, it's been a while since we've done one of these.
Mainly because school and trips.
And laziness.
And
and
we just haven't
work.
wanted to do it for, well, I mean, we just haven't put it in our minds. It's been it's been like a month. I think the last one was...
At the second, after the end of the
Second round, yeah. It was during the second round in our predictions.
So was that 2 months ago?
I think so.
Wow. Alright. Well, so pretty much we have been away, but we've got a lot to talk about, and we're excited to do so. So first of all, the draft happened. We would have liked to do a draft special at the time, but obviously,
I wasn't in town.
Yeah. And, that
I was in the middle of nowhere, so it's not like I could have done it anyway.
Yeah. Just call in from the middle of nowhere. Hey guys, I'm in Timbuktu.
I had no phone reception, so...
Yeah. So do you guys want to go over the draft? I mean, what were your favorite bits of it? We're talking about the NBA, by the way, in case you didn't listen to that very long introduction.
Yeah.
I thought
Okafor
was the best player taken in the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
Unless you just absolutely hate Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised, Nick, that you don't.
Like, the only other guy that, like, came close was, like, the guy who went to the Lakers, but he's sort of struggled early on in Summer League and stuff.
Yeah. Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I remember is when I got back from my 2 weeks of hiking in the middle of nowhere, I was with some other friends, and we were talking about how the draft and who got drafted where, and then someone was like, yeah, the Bucks never draft any good people. They suck at drafting people. And they're like, well, the past 2 years were an exception with Jabari Parker and Giannis Antetokounmpo. And they're like, yeah, because normally, this year, they draft people from nowhere that no one's ever heard of. And then I made the point, I'm like, no one knew who Giannis Antetokounmpo was until he was drafted.
Yeah.
And then the dude was like, shh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Bucks are in a really good position, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I think the Frank Kaminsky pick for Charlotte, obviously I like Frank Kaminsky, but I think it actually gives them a 4 rather than the failed attempt at Noah Vonleh and Cody Zeller. I think Zeller's an effort player off the bench, but I don't think he's a skill guy in the starting lineup.
And then
I
Sam
would agree.
Decker going
Sam
to Houston.
Decker. He hasn't actually played for the Rockets Summer League yet. He signed the contract, but does anyone know if he has like an injury or something that maybe is keeping him back?
I sort of stopped paying attention, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been following the summer league very much.
Also, I mentioned this to you guys. I don't know if I mentioned it to William, but another guy from Wisconsin, Josh Gosser, is on the Brooklyn Nets, or at least was on the Brooklyn Nets Summer League team. So that's
you
nice.
did mention that.
And Duke is that his name? He's on Sacramento's Summer League team.
Ugh. Oh, excuse me.
So yeah, that's I mean, other guys in the draft. I didn't really like at first the pick of Willie Cauley-Stein for the Kings, but I sort of like it now, mainly because I like that Denver has a decent player now. Sorry, William. I think every team deserves to have at least one good player.
I would agree.
I think I heard that Philly is interested in trading for Ty Lawson so that the fans actually have something to root for after the let's talk about the Joel Embiid thing. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Oh yeah, I got foot surgery again.
He's out for another season. So, yeah. Now it makes sense why Philly took Jahlil Okafor.
Yep.
It sort of tells me that they sort of knew about this before the draft, that he was probably not going to play.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I think they would have taken, like, Moutier or someone.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It also could have been a situation of, we have the third pick, let's just pick who's best at this available time.
Yeah. Also, I think you'd rather have more talent than have position, especially where Philadelphia is at, because you can trade any of those young bigs and get something decent for it. Except for maybe Embiid.
Embiid's gonna need to prove himself before he can be traded for something worth value.
Apparently they were shopping him at the trade deadline last year.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't surprise me, though.
No. So, you going back to what you were talking about earlier, they would trade for Ty Lawson to give them someone to root for because Embiid is now out?
Well, that and also they don't really have a point guard, I don't think.
Because they got rid of Michael Carter-Williams.
Yeah, then again, Philly doesn't really have any position besides centers.
Yeah.
Yes, centers dominate sometimes in the NBA, but...
It's not a centers league anymore, that's the issue.
Yeah.
Like, there was this article, like, can you still build an offense around a big man? And, like, you can do it, but you have to have, like... Well, yeah, the Grizzlies are an exception, though, because they don't run their offense through Marc Gasol. They run it through Mike Conley.
And then Marcus Gasol just happens to get most of the points.
Well,
on a regular basis.
Running an offense through someone doesn't mean that they're the scorer. It means they have the ball in their hands more often.
True.
Like, Frank Kaminsky... Wisconsin ran their offense through Frank Kaminsky, even though he wasn't the point guard. They just
sort of like Joakim Noah when he was out. Rose was out not last year, but the year before that.
Yeah, that's a really good example, because an offense a player that you can run the offense through is a guy who can either get his own basket or get a basket for someone else.
Which is usually the point guard.
Yeah. And that's why point guards are so, like, you need a great point guard to be great in this day and age. Which is why Indiana will never win a title. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of teams don't have point guards yet. Let's see. I don't have the draft thing open, so I'm just, like, going off the top of my head. Does anyone remember who the 7th pick was? I can't remember. Oh wait, Emmanuel Mudiay, duh.
I thought he was the 5th pick.
No, that was Mario Hezonja or whatever.
Oh, the Croatian dude?
Yeah. Who I actually really like for some reason. You know, I like the combination of size and shooting and also athleticism. But of course he's going to get criticism because he played in Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good Europe players in the NBA now, aren't there?
Did you say Europe players?
Well, yeah.
Well, you know what he meant.
Yeah. This is something funny about the NBA. So the first Indian player to ever get drafted was Satnam Sinjai or whatever?
The, 7'2" guy?
Yeah,
Or-
so Dallas drafted him, and then at the, introduction ceremony or whatever it's called, that, the press conference, the Dallas, GM was like, namaste, everybody. That is, welcome in Indian. And everyone's just like, Jesus Christ, you're an idiot.
Yeah, that is actually mind-bogglingly stupid.
Freaking, what a son of a gun. Anyway, so yeah, are we done with the draft then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Guess so.
Because, and no one else we really care about. What do you think about Bobby Portis, Nick? Let's just go through our team's draft, I guess.
Bobby Portis is the guy the Bulls drafted, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, you know, I can say I'm a Bulls fan, but to be fair, I'm a very fair weather fan. I'll be a fan of the Bulls or the Bucks.
Yeah. Rashad Vaughn, the guy that the Bucks drafted, has done pretty well in Summer League, even though the Bucks haven't won a Summer League game yet.
But Bobby Portis is a point guard, right?
No.
Oh, he's, what is he? What position does he play?
He's a power forward center. He's like a 6'10", three-point shooter.
That's
who
kind of
can
an
rebound.
interesting pick, considering they're probably most deep at the power forward and center position.
I think their idea was to take the best player available, and also some of their, Pau Gasol's 36 now or something.
Yeah.
35, yeah, something.
So they need to get some young guys in there. As we were talking about Lawson, though, I just read a thing on NBA.com that says Nuggets Lawson arrested on DUI allegation.
Well, he probably won't get traded then.
Yeah.
They're probably stuck with him.
Yep. But I doubt. I think Moutier will eventually become the starter in Denver. I think that's.
Hopefully, I guess.
So what do you think about the Bucks pick, Dylan?
I was confused at first, because I hadn't really heard about him, but what I've seen from him is he's a very athletic shooting guard. He can shoot the ball a bit, defends really well. He was defending the point guard a lot for Milwaukee, mainly because, he and Damian Ingles are really the only guys that Milwaukee has that are known on their Summer League team. And, yeah, I like him. I think the fact that he's only 18 is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And who did the Grizzlies draft again?
I think they took Jarrell Martin, who hasn't played yet because of injury.
Uh-huh. And what position does he play?
Power forward.
Okay, then.
And I watched an interview with Dave Yeager, the Grizzlies head coach, and he pretty much said the way their young guys are going to develop is not by, playing in games. It's going to be if they're up 20 or down 20, they're going to put them in and mainly D-League stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't expect Jordan Adams to play very many minutes next year. You look at what, Marc Gasol does for Memphis. If he had left them, you're right. He is their team pretty much at this point.
Him and Randolph.
Yeah, it gives them such because if he leaves, you might look at them who would play center for them. They got that backup dude, but he's not an NBA center. He's a backup. So.
And they lost Kufis. So.
Yeah. So.
Who did Kufis go to?
The Kings. Yeah.
It looks like now the Kings have two Grizzlies players. And
who else did they get?
Rudy Gay.
Yeah. The Kings have made some good signings. I just don't know if it'll pan out for them. Right, so do you guys want to talk about coaching? Coaching changes?
Sure, I guess. Why
okay,
not?
Nick, you should start.
Yeah, neither of our teams had any changes.
Yeah, well, Fred Hoiberg is gonna probably be not very good for the Bulls. Simply because, he was the coach of Iowa State, and Iowa State's not the the expectations at Iowa State aren't extremely high. Like, they're not asking for a national championship every year. I mean, that'd be nice, I bet they'd say, but, that's not the realistic expectation for them. And I just don't feel like Fred Hoiberg is going to transition well into the NBA game, which will doom the Bulls season.
What do you think is a fail for them?
Playoffs.
Out of the first, eliminated in the first round. That's what I would say.
I would say not making the conference finals would be a failure to them. Not making the finals, I think, would be a failure to them.
Well, I think every single year that ever since like Rose had gotten injured and stuff, I think every single year has been a failure for the Bulls because they have that expectation of winning the title.
Yeah. I don't think they can do it. I don't think they'll win it all this year, mainly because I've said this before. If a team doesn't improve in the offseason, besides maybe like a team like the Grizzlies because they're a different style of team than all the other teams in the NBA, besides a team like the Grizzlies, if you don't improve in the offseason, especially, well, they're not in the West, but especially in the West, you are going to bottom out. And I mean, not completely. I think the Warriors and the Rockets, teams like that who haven't improved but have kept their core, they're going to be in the playoffs, but I don't know if, I see the Warriors as a better team than, the Spurs or, the Thunder. You know what I mean?
The Spurs definitely improved in the offseason, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
But did the Thunder really improve? Because all the Thunder have gotten is that the hope that Durant will be, healthy at the beginning of this year.
But
everything will pan out.
The thing with the Thunder is, though, they're still one of the youngest teams in the NBA.
Besides the Bucks.
Well, I mean, they're not the youngest team in the NBA. I'm saying they're one of the youngest teams because all of their backups and guys who play around Russell and Durant are probably below the age of 25. So those guys are going to keep getting better. And they drafted Cameron Payne, who's a really good backup point guard.
He's the guy from Michigan State, right?
No.
Payne? Are you sure?
Adrian Payne was in last year's draft.
Oh, Adrian Payne. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, Cameron Payne was from Murray State, I believe. He's a point guard.
I always get those mixed up.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Any other teams we want to talk about?
So, should we discuss the way the Grizzlies play differently than the rest of the NBA?
I would say the main difference is they don't shoot threes.
And, I mean, they're not called the Grindhouse for nothing.
Yeah, but they're not the only team that plays defense. I would say the main thing is they play two bigs, and they... Yeah, that's the main thing. They play two bigs, and they play with the bigs. And I think that's the thing, because all the other teams in the NBA are looking at Golden State, how they won the title this year. They won the title playing small. The Grizzlies are the only team in the NBA that won't look at that and be like, oh, we should do that as well. Maybe the Spurs as well, but I wouldn't say...
Also, I mean, the rest of the NBA tries to play a fast-paced game, and then the Grizzlies play a slow-paced game.
For the most part.
Yeah.
There are other teams that play slow pace, but they don't play as slow as Memphis. Mm-hmm. And I think the one thing with Memphis is I think every year they have a chance to make it to the finals, but I don't know if they have a chance to win a title. I just it's hard to look at them and say that when it comes down to it, they could outplay I don't know. It's just interesting. I think they have a better chance because they play in the West, so if they made it to the finals, they'd be playing an East team, but still.
Which would most likely either be Cleveland or the Bulls.
No, not necessarily. Atlanta, Indiana. There are other good Eastern teams. In a couple years, Milwaukee, perhaps, if they're still in Milwaukee.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Okay, do we want to do our season predictions now?
We should probably wait till the beginning of the season to predict for the season.
No, I just mean for now. We can change it later.
Uh-huh.
So let's just choose our top two teams in both conferences and who we think will make it to the finals.
So the top two teams in the West, top 2 teams in the East.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do you want to do top 4?
No, top 2 works.
Okay.
For me, in the West, I would say the Grizzlies and the Spurs. And the Spurs would probably make it. And then in the East, I hate to say it, but Cleveland is definitely one of the top 2 teams. And then the Bulls, depending how their coaching stuff pans out. And Cleveland would probably most likely make it to the finals.
Okay. Nick, do you want to go? Nick? Hello? William, Nick? Hello?
I'm here, Dylan. Hello?
Is Nick dead? Anyway, I'll go. So yeah, in the West, I'll choose the Spurs and the Thunder. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's you. Okay, Spurs and the Thunder. And in the East, I'll go with Cleveland and Atlanta. And then I'd have the Thunder and Cleveland in the finals.
Uh-huh.
So, what's going on with Nick?
I don't know.
Nick? Should we wait for him? Hello? Nick?
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Oh, you can. Okay.
You're back from the dead.
My mic just pooped out.
Oh, okay.
So-
Do you want to do your predictions?
Could I do top 4?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to start the East. I think the Cavs will win the East. I think... I actually think that the... I think the Bulls will be the 3rd place team. The Bucks will be the 4th place team. And I actually think that the Hawks will get 2nd place. So... And, in the West, I'll pick the Grizzlies in 4th.
Yeah.
The Rockets in 3rd. You know what? I'm gonna go the Thunder in 2nd, and I'm gonna go the Spurs in 1st. Oh wait, no, I forgot the Warriors. Okay,
And the Clippers.
Scratch
The West is so hard to do.
Scratch the frickin' Grizzlies. They're number 5.
I think the thing is, though, I think the Grizzlies are a regular season team, and then, like, I think it's so hard to do the West.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I'll try to do top 8, I guess, in the West. I would say, like, it's probably this. It's San Antonio, the Thunder, Warriors, Grizzlies, Rockets, Clippers. How many is that? That's like 7. And then like probably like New Orleans and maybe like Phoenix or something. I'm probably forgetting a team.
The Trailblazers, but I don't think they would make it.
No, the Trailblazers aren't a playoff team anymore.
They're gonna need a few more years before they can do that.
Yeah, I think the thing with the Trailblazers was all the guys that they had, besides Damian Lillard, came from a different front office. So when the new front office came in, they, like, you know, we'll let this ride out a couple years. But when they were out in the first round and they lost LaMarcus, they were like, okay, we're tearing it down.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of just sort of like, you know, LaMarcus is leaving. If LaMarcus, you know, is going to leave, then we have no team. So let's just make sure that we have no team, basically.
Yeah. Let the fans watch Damian Lillard score 30 a night and then be done with it. Get a top draft pick.
Yep.
All right, that's the predictions. Oh, wait, you didn't say who you thought would be in the finals.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm going to go the Spurs and versus the Cavs. And the Spurs win.
So, Nick's Corner of Hate.
I think I kind of already covered it. Fred Hoiberg is the devil. That's basically it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and wait, no, I think I got one more thing. Is I didn't understand why DeAndre Jordan did everything he did, but we said we weren't going to elaborate on that, so I'll just kind of leave it at that because everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like that's what the Mantramorium or whatever the heck it's called is for,
Mm-hmm.
You're not officially signed to a team. I think it would have been smarter for Dallas to have kept talking to DeAndre every day and stuff like that. But, what happened. Alright, moving on. Games we played recently. This is this part of the podcast where we sort of drive away from the NBA stuff and start talking about our channel.
We literally hop into a truck and we start driving away.
Yep. So just you hear the trunk noises, and here we go. We're going down the road. Goodbye, NBA. Thanks. Welcome to Gaming Town. All right, here we are.
Oh look, there's some more NBA.
Oh no, it's coming back. All right. So what games have you guys played recently?
Well, for me, pretty much Dragon Age Inquisition. I've finished it.
Nice.
And then I have like 4 characters. One I finished. One I'm like, with the main quest lines, I'm like a third of the way done. But then with like everything else, I'm maybe 1/100th of the way done.
Mm.
And then I also finished The Last of Us today.
Okay. Nick, do you want to go?
Sure. Well, there were a few GTA videos on the channel recently, and but mostly what I've been playing the past few days is Rocket League, and if you don't have it, it's just on PS4 and it's free on PS4 if you have a Plus account, William.
Well, I don't have a Plus account.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
Nice.
That's what I was elaborating at. But whatever. I just like it. It's a fun game, and yeah. So that and GTA, basically.
I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone, cause pretty much like we get like a break. I'm taking driver's ed right now, and we get a break in between like the lessons, and I downloaded it for my phone, so I've just been playing that. And it's actually really fun for the most part. Like, I've really enjoyed myself in that game. Also, I played a little bit of modded Minecraft, not that much. I just downloaded like the top 50 mods on like a website and put them all on and got it like Optifine, and like I just like set it up for like an hour, and it was like, oh, this is gonna be so fun. Ended up playing it for like 10 minutes. And then I was going to talk about DC Universe Online. I haven't played it for a long time, but that's another free game on the PS4. So if you want to, on the PS4 store, if you want to get that, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And just a lot of 2K15 when I can.
I haven't been playing it that much recently.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be in the mood for it, I guess. So future games, Fallout 4. Nick, go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely getting that. Are you getting that?
Same. Yeah.
What about you, Dylan? You gonna get it?
I'd like to think that I'd get it, but probably not. I mean, I don't know. It depends. I like getting games that are sort of out there instead of all the like AAA titles. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to Mass Effect 4 whenever they release that.
Hmm.
And then also XCOM 2. And Total War Warhammer.
You know what game I am going to get, though, guys?
2K16?
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Especially now that 2K is sort of old. I mean, 2K15 is sort of old. I'm really looking forward to that. Nick, you said there was like gonna be what were the features you were talking about?
On what? Oh yeah.
There were like new music or something.
Oh yeah, it's the biggest sound like music library ever, apparently.
That's pretty cool. And one thing, I put it on here, we don't have to go into much detail because we probably don't know much about it. Minecraft Story Mode. Mainly, I put it on here because I wanted to hear, like, you guys rage about it.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You seriously still don't know? We told you about it. Okay, anyway, so for people who don't know, Telltale Games is making a game called Minecraft Story Mode, where pretty much it's another decision-making game, but in Minecraft, and it looks like it's made with one of those Minecraft animating softwares.
That is going to be a piece of poo.
To be honest, I'm looking forward to it, because I like Minecraft, and I like Telltale Games, and I like the idea of everyone hating on a game and me liking it.
If they do it right, it could be good, but it could also be really bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about every game, though. So I'm gonna watch someone play like the first 5 minutes of it. I'll read a bunch of reviews, and then based on that, I'll decide whether I want to get it or not. But at this point, I feel like I want to get it.
What game is that? Sorry, I zoned out.
Minecraft Story Mode.
Oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna get that. To be fair.
It's gonna be one of those things where it's sort of like Alien versus Predators. We'll talk about this later for Andrew. It's a game probably no one really knows about, but it's like a decent game. So if no one else is gonna do a review on it, like playthrough, which people probably will anyway, I'd love to do it. Maybe it'll get us some extra views for people who want to know something about it. So now let's talk about, speaking of Aliens versus Predators, not really, our current series rundown. Right now, the main series are Minecraft Factions, which me and Bulldog are doing, and you guys can join in anytime you want. We're live streaming it, Bulldog's perspective, so that's pretty fun. Magnus, The Last of Us, you're doing a live stream of that. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah, so I did a live stream last Monday of, basically The Last of Us, if that was obvious enough. And, I haven't played it since, so hopefully I'll play it in maybe tomorrow, maybe day after that. I don't know.
Okay.
See how it goes.
Bob Plays is something that I have been doing for a while. Pretty much just whenever I get a new game that I like playing, I'll just try it out. Pretty much the DC Universe Online was that, but in a more higher extent. I did some Hearthstone recently. In the past, I've done Payday 2, and me and Ryder William did the Marvel game that was horrible. GTA, pretty much that's just at late nights whenever we feel like playing, we'll live stream it pretty much, right?
That's basically it.
If there's some really interesting stuff or a really interesting playlist that we haven't done, I'll cut it up into highlights and put it on the main channel, but mainly it goes onto our new channel, Skykick Live. You can check that out. If you go to our channel, it's under the channels thing. Channel. Alien versus Predator maybe might happen.
We don't know.
The reason it has been delayed for so long was because Brickcheek said that his microphone was making a buzzing noise and you couldn't hear anything. But he said recently he re-recorded it, but I don't know what that's.
He's also gone this week, so.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Dragon Age, maybe. I don't know if you feel like doing it, right?
Yeah, but if I would do it, I would want to play through Origins, then 2, then Inquisition, but I don't have any way to record those first 2 games.
That's too bad.
Didn't you record a
Yeah, I did.
thing?
What? I recorded Total War, but to do that, I played in a windowed mode, and Origins doesn't go into a windowed mode.
Okay. Updates! Brick all uploaded videos since the last podcast. This is unbelievable.
I uploaded a video?
Well, yeah, so did Andrew. And technically I uploaded it for you, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
I didn't upload anything, technically.
But you guys at least made content and you tried vlogs
welcome.
and stuff. Okay, sorry, what?
I said you're welcome.
Oh, okay. Vlogs and stuff. You shouldn't be thanking me. You should be thanking... I mean, you're welcoming... Oh, God. Okay. Just shoot me now. No.
Okay.
Say you're welcome to the audience for giving them stuff. Vlogs and stuff, updates. Pretty much I've just been doing those whenever I have something I need to say and it's short. Also, birthday stuff. I wasn't able to do one for Nick's birthday because we were doing stuff.
It would have been kind of weird to do a vlog for my birthday.
It was all over the place, and also just like the issue with vlogs is I feel so uncomfortable recording other people's houses, and the first thing that happened to me when I started recording at Andrew's birthday was Andrew's mom immediately went, "Don't take my picture." So I just like had to like put it in my pocket and like pretend to record. No, so yeah, we recently went to Noah's Ark. Is that where we went?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I started recording a bit of that, but I couldn't be asked because my phone's not waterproof. Because it's a water park. What?
It would be better if we went to like Six Flags and you did something like that.
Yeah. Also on here we have potential D&D episode of the podcast. I'll explain this real quick. At Nick's birthday party, we did like a D&D session of like just random D&D stuff. So pretty much the idea would be we sit down, we like have my phone or something and we put it on microphone record and we just do a D&D session and we make it into a podcast. We haven't really talked about it much besides like just have the idea, but it says podcasts on SoundCloud. Pretty much I put our podcast on the website SoundCloud, so if you go there, all the first 3 episodes and eventually this one will be available for download. And yeah. Ryder, do you want to do an Origins update?
We've written the scripts. That's about it.
Yeah, I have an idea of what we want to do. We just haven't come up with a date of when to do it. Mainly because of trips and stuff. Everyone's gone all the time.
Always.
Me and Andrew.
Well, you, Andrew, and Nick. I haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah, but like they're going on more week trips.
Well,
so.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done traveling for the rest of the summer. So
Yeah, so mainly Andrew. Just on all of our videos, put hate comments towards Andrew for not uploading and being always gone and being Mexican. I mean, what? You guys didn't laugh, so it makes me sound like a jerk. No. Okay, so yeah, that's the update section. It was pretty quick. We like to get through that stuff because it's pretty boring for people who don't like watch our channel. If you just listen to our podcast, you probably don't. Freaking heck, man! Okay, what are we doing next? Questions! We have some questions sent into you. Jesus Christ. Sent into us from like 2 people. So yeah, if you guys want to send us questions, go to our website. Link will be in the description below, and you can add a comment, which will send an email to me, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
So why are the Bucks, Bulls, and Grizzlies our favorite teams?
Well, the Bucks are my favorite teams because of location. Next.
Location.
The Grizzlies are my favorite team because I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Alright. Awesome. Is that it?
So who are we sub to on YouTube, and who do we watch? Well, recently I haven't been watching YouTube.
End of story.
Yep.
What about you two?
I mostly watch the Sidemen. You probably don't know who that is. They're like FIFA YouTubers, basically.
Is that like KSI and stuff?
Yeah, that's KSI's
Okay.
crew, basically.
I watch the Ogscast because I like just gaming and British people, and that's pretty much it. Who are we subscribed to?
A lot of people.
Just like the thing is, I don't use WippySkyKick to watch videos. I just use my own channel, so I don't really care who we're subscribed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So, next question. How would we survive a zombie apocalypse? We would probably get into my car, and then we would just drive away and go hide in Nick's cabin.
Well, it's not there yet, to be fair.
Okay, I like to think of this question as like, let's imagine we get like a tweet right now, and it's well, you don't have a Twitter account, William, but you just get like a notification right now, and the zombie apocalypse has happened right now. What do you do? What's the first thing you do?
I would probably go get a baseball bat.
Okay. I would
I
probably
would get a baseball bat, but I'd put a spike through it.
Mine's metal, so I can't do that.
Yeah. I wouldn't go to violence straight away. I think I would first, like, get my What is that sound?
Sorry, that was me for some reason.
Oh, okay. I thought that was, like, someone turned on their TV or something. No. No, but, I would go to, like, the nearest, like, Target or, like, grocery store and just, like, pretty much pillage all the food I can. And then...
There's like 3 kinds of people at the start of the apocalypse. The stockpilers, the people who run away, and the people who just start killing everybody.
The thing is, it would depend on where it started. Like, if it started in the South, or, like, somewhere else in the world and it hadn't gotten to us yet, you could take more time to prepare.
Those things spread really quickly, though.
Yeah,
if it started,
I'm picturing, like,
next door.
like, it's not as bad. Like, picture, like, the beginning of Last of Us, where, like, there are zombies, like, among the people, but it's not like everyone's a zombie.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably just hop in my car and, I don't know, go away.
The thing I would do is I would go to a building that no one's at with a rooftop, and I would, like, barricade the top.
Would you invite me in?
Sure, I would let you guys, all you guys in. I would get as many people as I can that I know. Not necessarily that I know, that people that I like. And I would just barricade the staircase, and then I would, like, you know, we would stay there for a couple days, and we'd see how it all plays out. And if it gets worse, we'd have to leave and get more food and stuff. But if it, you know, because the thing with a zombie apocalypse in real life, like, you wouldn't know if it is going to end or not. Like, that's the scary thing. Like, because if you wouldn't want to kill a zombie, because what if a cure actually does come about, and then you've just murdered
in any
someone?
of the zombie apocalypse games, do the cures work on people who are already zombies?
But I'm not saying this as, like, a game. I'm saying, like, we don't know. We don't know anything.
True.
So,
if we got my mom, and we got, like, a bunch of dirt and seeds, she could just create a garden on that rooftop, and we wouldn't have to go anywhere.
yeah, and that's, like, always the plan. Like, you know, get, like, a big boat, and just, like, get, like, a farm.
On the boat.
Yeah, and, like, a water filterer. And you're set, you know? I don't know.
Until the water filter breaks.
Yeah. Then you have to drink salt water, and you die.
Unless you're on, like, Lake Michigan or Minnesota. And you also could get water barrels to, like, catch rainwater.
That's true.
That's like terrible water, though, in Lake Michigan, to be fair.
No, I meant, if you go, like, I meant, like, Superior. If you go, like, all the way out into, like, the middle, where there's nothing.
Yeah.
Or if you just, like, went up into the mountains to, like, a spring right where it, like, comes out of the ground. You just sit there.
Yeah.
Camp there.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting topic, mainly because it's so unrealistic, but at the same time,
Not really. There's cases of it, like in plants and animals.
Yeah, but like, what's the chance that it, like, someone actually lets it happen? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
yeah, because of all these movies and stuff, if someone came into a hospital with this illness, everyone would just murder him.
well, no, that's not what I'm saying. Like, if you worked at a place where they were testing with this stuff, you would probably go through like 1,000 procedures a day of like cleaning yourself off. Like, you know, I feel like the idea that a scientist would allow something like this to get out is unrealistic, but at the same time, you know, these things
could
happen. You know, you don't plan on running someone over on accident, but it could happen. Sorry, driver's ed makes me think these things.
Next, do you guys will move on?
Do you feel like we've essentially answered the question, everybody? I do.
I think so.
Basically.
Alright.
Okay, next one. Who is your favorite NBA player, past or present?
I don't know.
Yeah. I would have to say someone on the Grizzlies, but I don't know who. They're just good. Jordan Adams.
I'll say Jabari Parker.
I'll say,
Derek Rose, Kevin Love. No.
no. I would probably say, geez, I don't know. Maybe
Jesus.
Jesus, yeah, let's go with that. Sure.
Whoa. Someone's being
Sorry.
swatted.
Sorry, that's me. I apologize. I swear my controller stuff was set off, but apparently not.
Are you playing on the PS4?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Playing Rocket League.
Yeah, I was thinking after the podcast is over, we should all go play that.
Do you have an online account?
No, but couldn't I get the 14 free day trial and then download the game for free? Or would that not work?
It probably would. I don't know.
You would just have to help me activate the 14-day free trial, because I don't know how.
I think you just activate it, don't you?
Yeah, I tried, and then it was like, oh, no.
Oh, then you probably have to put, like, credit card information in.
No.
Then yeah, that I'm pretty sure, even though it's free, like, they do that on, like, Apple devices as well. If you want to download a free app, give us your information.
Give us the money.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean, I downloaded a free add-on for Dragon Age Inquisition. They didn't ask for anything. So...
Yeah, but that's different, because... I don't know. Never mind.
Okay, next question.
Did we...
If you
Wait,
could
did
be
we all
any-
answer... Oh, no.
Yeah. If you could be any video game character, who would you be?
It's a tough question.
I would be Minecraft Steve, because when Notch dies, I would have so much money.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
I'd probably be...
Because I have this picture in my head that Minecraft Steve is Notch's son. Oh, I'm weird.
I'd probably be the main character from Dragon Age Origins. Because that would just be fun.
I would either be Nathan Drake from Uncharted, or I would be my player from NBA 2K.
Or being your character for GTA Online would be pretty fun too. So you would never get into much legal trouble. You could just murder everyone you wanted to.
Yeah,
And
but
if you
you
die.
die. Yeah, but you're immortal. That's the one thing.
You die all the time. You just go to the hospital. You get shot in the face. You go to the hospital.
Also, if you do anything, the cops will try to kill you.
No,
Mhm.
if you're on level, if you have a 1 star and don't have like a gun out, they'll try to.
No,
arrest you.
online.
Online.
If you have any one
Okay.
level, they will try to kill you.
That's sort of
Yeah.
bogus, but you know, whatever.
Well, they can't really arrest people, I guess. Because
They
that'd
could,
be kinda
Nick.
Weird. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. So now
Now we let the music play us out.
but shouldn't we say our stuff?
Okay, everyone, thank you for watching the 4th episode of the WippySkyKick podcast. Next episode, maybe we'll be doing Dungeons and Dragons or maybe something else. And as always, folks, keep on podding on.
And have fun.
Yep, see you later.
It's just still playing the game. See you later. Click, click, click.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a heist in GTA.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, I see. Alright. Bye!
Bye.
See ya.